title is Illegal Opportunity. Now, I could have made it whatever. I could have said the journey or other things because there was all of these things that came to mind. But I think that's the one that fits. Illegal opportunity kind of describes it the best. And it's because of what we're going to be speaking about today. Now, the verse comes from, and I want you to turn to Revelation 12. Revelation 12 and 16. And it says, "And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth." They say America is the land of opportunity. Right? You have to chuckle. If you can make it here, you can fulfill your dreams. A lot of people believe that. Dreams of becoming a rap star or a rock star, a store owner, or own your own property, a professional athlete, maybe an actor. More than you can achieve in your own country. But first, you have to make the journey. And it's not going to be an easy journey. It's going to be hard. So the immigrants of the past can attest to this. The Asians and the railroads, remember the Irish, and everyone coming over and hearing all the complaints and the things they had to go through. But those from the earliest times in this country of ours would beg to differ. The indigenous population, for example, right? The Negro slaves had it harder in the U.S. I was watching this thing on the news, and it was in Holland. And Holland had this whole speech about wanting to keep their homeland with the people from there. But with the UN and all these other people, they're forcing integration, right? And the Hollanders were not happy about it. And I could see in the girl's face when she was saying these things. She said it. She said, you know what we're talking about. She's like, we're from Holland. We want to keep it with us, And I said, well, that's probably the same thing the Native Americans thought. We're from America. We want to still keep it ours, but is it theirs anymore? So some people would beg to differ. So this is the United States, a name derived from the cluster of investments from Europa. People from Europe came over, and all these countries just got together, and everyone came here investing in this country. Some running from persecution and religious freedoms, and others just wanted the filthy lucre. They just wanted the money. This place is a great place to make money, to pillage the land and whatever it had to offer. And it was hard. Nevertheless, all had succeeded. Thus began the migration of other peoples, cultures, and creeds and nationalities. Revelation 12 is where we're going to go. And the Bible says it this way. "And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed in the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. And she, being with child, cried, travailing in birth, and pain to be delivered. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads, 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head. And his tail drew a third part of the stars of heaven, and it cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. And she brought forth a man-child, who was to rule the nations with a rod of iron, and her child was caught up to God and to his throne. And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she hath a place prepared of God, that they should feed her there 1,260 days." You guys remember this story? Yeah, Revelation. You can stay in Revelation because that's kind of where we're going to be. This story is familiar to Protestants and Reformers alike, but I'd like to call attention to certain parts of this story. First of all, who can believe a story like this, right? A red dragon, a great red dragon appears in heaven, of all places, right? What have you been told about dragons? Do they exist? Remember Puff the Magic Dragon and all these different dragons they have? They have all kinds of movies with dragons, right? But when the Bible speaks about it, we're like, okay, what is this? What's going on here? 7 crowns upon his head. Now we know this is symbolism, and everything from the start has some type of symbolism added to it. And his tail drew a third part of the stars of heaven, and it cast them down to the earth. So this beast was the force behind those stars, that third of those stars coming.